Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor with my second best day of all time. Always remember the Liberation Day, we made 20 grand in a day. But this is the second best day of all time, and I've just done several trades. I'm now going to share with you all my trades, my strategy, and I've now got a price target and of 1.7 million. Not $1 million anymore. There's I've liquidated assets to bring into this market and buy at the right time. I'm borrowing against my assets. If you borrow against your assets and use that money to fund your lifestyle, you don't pay tax on that. And now I've built the portfolio to where it is today. I can borrow against it, and I'm buying with even more conviction. Super conviction, you might call it. I'm going to break down everything for you, why the market's going up. And I've had 1 hour of sleep. I was up all night. If you were in Discord last night, only a handful of people actually saw it. It was at 1, 2, and 3, and 4 o'clock in the morning. I told you that the market is about to move. It was at 1 o'clock in the morning. I posted and I said, I've just bought some more Google. I told you a couple of days ago I was transferring money from Bank of America at 4%, which is below the 4.5% interest margin rate of Bank of America. And I'm sending that through to my account, which I did. I got, and I deployed that. There's more money on the way. I'm liquidating assets to bring more money in to buy this, but the orders are already placed. The money will come in as the money is needed to transact those positions. I'm going to share with you everything. So during the night, you saw me tell you that the market was about to move. I'm now going to break it down and show you exactly why it moved and where we go from here. And I can now tell you in the last few minutes, I've just sold Robinhood. I made $1,800 on it, and I bought Coca-Cola because remember we're just a week or so away from those dividends, so you can buy the dip now because everyone is buying tech. They're selling Coca-Cola, and we now know it'll go back to $81, which is great. And I've got a new price target by the end of next year at 96, so we can buy that from our money we've just made in Robinhood. Now remember, Robinhood can run a lot higher. It can go a lot higher than where I've sold it. The point is, though, it's only going up because of the reasons I'm about to give you, and it can go back down again just as quick and go lower. And if it does, I can take the profit from Coca-Cola and I can do it all over again. This is how I'm making money. So we've got another all-time high today. Let's have a look at what our all-time high is. 306. It will refresh in a second. $329,000. Wow. Look at that. Make that $330,000. On top of that, I've got over $220,000 now on margin. So we are way over now $500,000, way over $500,000 now. So the portfolio is going to accelerate. So I'm going to share with you, we're up 11 grand now. Look at that. This is getting pretty wild, pretty crazy. So we want to take more profit. And I'll explain to you why it's going up the way it's going, what's going on and all the rest of it. So let's go through all our positions today. So let's start with the overall portfolio. Well, you can see we're up 11 grand. Will it be a record day today? Will it be a $21,000 day? Well, it could be, but we won't get there because we'll trim it on the way. We're not going to get greedy. Remember what I try to show people here. Always win. If you always win and then move to other assets that are oversold because of those assets that are up, you will always outperform the market and you'll make all the goals and dreams you've ever wished for. So the S&P is up 0.84. Again, what we try to do here and what we do consistently with great success is we aim to beat the S&P 500, because if you just dollar cost average, that's what you do over time, then great, you make some money, whatever. But if you want to outperform, double, triple the S&P, that's how you do it. So there it is. I'm up 4.41. Now, could I have made some more money? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I just sold at 9% up on Robinhood. So I just sold a few seconds ago. It's still running. Am I missing out? Well, yeah, I am from Robinhood, aren't I? But what did I do with the profit? I put it here in Coca-Cola. And that is about to turn around. We've got the dividends, which are going to pay out in 2 weeks' time. So I'm going to get 55 cents a share from that. And because we've touched 81 and I can value it at 80, it's going back to 81. And I can not worry, because remember, these other assets are speculative. We are 37 times earnings on Robinhood, even now. So it can go to 120. I've said it over and over again. However, I've made a good profit from that, and I'm very, very happy with that. Let's go back to the portfolio. We're up 12,000. This could be a record-breaking day. So the S&P is hardly up at all. It's up 0.85. We're now up 4.5%. We're absolutely screaming up the charts now. Virgin Galactic, 2.36. Now, you've got assets that aren't making any money running today. That just tells you everything. Now, if we see gold up as well, put your seatbelt on. All right? Archer Aviation. We cover Archer Aviation. We go to the analyst room on a daily basis. This is very cool, very sexy, very nice stock. This is business, and Vaz will cover this regularly from the analyst room. Gold is also going up. Then now there you go. That is the reason why I'm selling. Never in history are we in all of these circumstances where everything is in line, where everything is running, including gold, and we get away with it. We don't. The crash is coming, and I want to be at 500,000, 600,000 maybe even 750,000 in treasury bills when we crash 40%, because then I'm going straight to $2 million. So to do that, you've got to take profit. Amazon, it's running 3.94. This is what's called, as on the thumbnail, it's called buy the cannons, sell the trumpets. Are we hearing the trumpets? A little bit, yeah. Enphase Energy, down slightly today. We're not in that. Coca-Cola, dipping a bit more. I am down on it now by 0.23. I've just given myself some more cash. You can see there, I've currently got another 7 grand. I've got more money on the way. I'm borrowing against my assets, my home and everything to bring more money into all this. But you've got to be very careful when you do that. I do not recommend anyone does that at all. Do not follow what I am doing at all. But that's what I do. Right, so we're down 1/3%. We can buy more Coca-Cola in a moment. We'll come back to that. Don't mind buying a bit more of that. Very nice. So J&J, we're not in J&J. Chevron oil going down. This is nice to see. Why is this? Well, I'll tell you the reason, and I'll go and deep dive in a minute and explain all this. But partly it's because Trump has assured that there'll be protection through the Straits of Hormuz. That's why that's going down. We've got Tesla up. I wouldn't be buying that. McDonald's up. Google. I've got, $360,000 of Google. So I'm not looking to buy on the way up. I buy on the way down, but I'm holding that, not selling that, because we've got a $410, $450 target. And I want to sell, I want to pay off margin, but I don't want to sell everything and then miss out on a 50% gain. Microsoft, too expensive. Meta Platforms, I've told you countless times it's going to $800. Nvidia, this is the #1 play right now. I've not sold anything. And are we in the money overall? We're down just 0.2. We're down just 0.2. You may remember we bought on earnings. So we're down. We've got $84,000 now of Nvidia by trimming and selling and repositioning. We've built to 84 and we're down just 0.2. Think about that. Down 0.16. It's about to turn green. 0.17. I won't labor on that. We could be sitting here for 20 minutes, right? But anyway, that's moving. We want to keep that, and I'll explain why Nvidia is your best option. Walmart, too expensive now. Tilray, no value. I'm not buying that. Robinhood, here we go. We've just started with, that's our first sort of major rejection now. I've sold it. I sold it about here. Very happy with the gain. It went a bit higher, but doesn't matter. I've taken my money and I moved on. Don't look back. Joby Aviation. Vaz covers this in the analyst room daily now. This is the stocks on the business of the future. You want to make sure that you stay on board with these. Vertical Aerospace, another one. Great British company, Vertical Aerospace. Again, Vaz covers this. We rank #1 for this stock. He talks to the CEOs and everything. Absolutely fantastic. Now, Bitcoin. We took our profit out of Bitcoin. And why? Because we brought you the news about the manipulation, right? We told you all about it. XRP, we've got a big position there. I might as well go and show you the exact position. Look at the crypto. $97,000 now in crypto, a very serious position. XRP, the overall, which doesn't mean sod all, is down 14%. Ethereum is down 3%. But of course, that's the overall average. We don't care about that. What we care about is the individual lots. So if we go to Ethereum, particularly Ethereum right now, and we go trade and we go sell and we go here and we go here and we go tax lots, it might be called lots for you, but even so, it's the same thing. We score from the bottom, and you can see, let me make it a bit clearer. If we break this down, these bottom 3 lots are in the money. We can sell that one, that one, that one. Now, that's $16,000. Now, remember how margin works. That money isn't on my account. It's regarded as cash withdrawn. So if I sell that, if we go $1,600, let's call it $1,700. There it is. It's $1,700 right now. $1,700. Well, to make 10% would be $1,700. We can argue about the calculation, but $1,700. Well, there's $600. So we're around about a 4% gain. Not a lot. For crypto, nothing. But remember that the S&P on average makes 10% a year. I've made in a few weeks 4%. I'm very happy to sell that. I'm not going to sell that. But remember, if I did sell that, that would lock in 4% profit. That's real money. That would put another $600 in my account. But what it would do is give me 17 grand, which then Robinhood would double to 34. So it would pay 17 grand of margin off, thereby stop me paying 4.5% for the rest of the year. I'd save that, but I'd have 17,000 plus 17,000, $34,000 to buy Coca-Cola. Now that is very attractive right now. So to make 4%, then to get on a speculative asset, which doesn't mean nothing to me, makes no money, doesn't do anything. It just is what it is. It goes up or down. I can buy this right now for the 10th time I've done it and get the dividends and buy it on the way down. This makes a lot of sense and reduce my margin at the same time with the profit. Am I going to do that right now? Well, I will do that right now when I see a sign that this is slowing down. Coca-Cola is still falling. Excuse me. And Ethereum is still rising. But that's an option. That's an option to me. Now, XRP is a different story. We've already sold our lower lots. The higher lots are, well, as it sounds, they're higher. So we're not doing anything there. What else have we got? What else can we play around with? Well, if we move down here, we've got, that's in my crypto, back to here. If we go over to my main account, there's nothing in VU. It's a market share. There's nothing in SGov. We'll be there again when it's the right time. It's not right now. Coca-Cola, I've just bought 641 shares 5 minutes ago, and we're down a little bit. This run will end in a minute, and we'll start going up because we still need to be defensive. There's a war going on. There's inflation rising. It's not, the world isn't perfect right now, and anyone who thinks it is living under a rock. So Nvidia is about to turn green. Google is a huge position. There's plenty in the green, but the overall balance is seven under because I bought the higher ones first and we got a lot lower with the profits from the other assets. So we can sell some Google today for profit, but I don't want to do that. There's a much greater gain. And it's a defensive play. I'll explain why in a minute. But Coca-Cola is now getting cheaper by the second, and Ethereum is running a little bit. So we've got a couple of options right now, and I'm going to break down more detail in a few seconds of why and what's and wherefores. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now buy some more Coca-Cola. I'm very happy to do that. Now remember, dividends isn't free money. It comes out of the profit. It just gets paid out of the profit. But I've got a $96 target now on Coca-Cola with the World Cup coming up as well. So that's not this year, that's next year. So, and we are going to get a big dip coming in the year. And when we do, this will do better than everything else. So we want to go back down there again now. So let's watch it a moment. Let's go back to Ethereum. Are we still running? Yeah, we're still running. We're still running. 2-1. I think this is a temporary pump. But again, it doesn't matter. As I'm always going to win. I'm always going to beat the market and I'm always going to win. It doesn't matter if I catch the top. I mean, Tom Lee will tell you Ethereum's going to $12,000. Well, maybe it will. Not with me in it, it won't. There's no way I'll be sitting here with $12,000 a coin on Ethereum. No way on earth. That might happen, but I don't want to guess or gamble. I just want to win consistently over and over again. And to make 4% in a couple of weeks is just, that's 4%, isn't it? So we're watching Coca-Cola on one screen and we're watching Ethereum. Now, there's not a magic number. I'm not looking at a chart. I couldn't care less. What I am looking at is the information I'm about to bring you and why I've been up all night trading and making all this money. I'll explain it all, but I'm just going to see if I can do this live. Let me go back to... I've got so many screens open, it's hard to sort of show you all the time. Let me go back to Coca-Cola, 0.5%. Looking at the volume, looking how it's trading. Average 78.29. We're coming up to 940. That's important. We are 941. Let me check the forward PE of Coca-Cola. So if I go Coca-Cola, do my calculations. The forward PE of Coca-Cola is 24 times earnings. 24 times earnings. That's before this run. So I'm just going to do a quick thing. You should never do this, by the way. $5,000. Okay, don't ever do that. I only do it when I know the volume's right. I just bought another $5,000, right? Okay. Was I on the right screen? Did you miss that? Yeah, there we go. I just bought another $5,000 and we're going up. I've got a nice position there, 55 grand. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Let me go back to Ethereum a second. I don't... let me see what my trades are. I don't trust it now. I've got a few words in my ear that don't trust it either. 8%. So let me look at my lots. Selling tax lots. Tax lot orders. Bottom three. I can, what if I select that there? Right in the middle. That's an average just there. There's not much in that. 2,000. $4,000 would be 400 would be 10%. That's 5.5%. That's a 5.5% gain. It will put $8,000 in my account. It will put 4,000 and then double buying power. It's not a huge amount, but I don't trust the pump. And I'll explain why in a moment. I'm just doing my trades first of all. So $4,000, 10% of that's 400, so 255. Yeah, it's about 4.5% profit. And don't remember, I'm currently paying 4.5% per year in margin cost, which we're not only going to get 1 or 2 rate cuts this year. So I don't trust where it is. 8% run up today. Let me look at Bitcoin. It's just doing the same thing. Ethereum's a bit better actually, but I don't trust it, and I've got good reason not to. So I'm going to take that, and whoops. I keep doing that. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Missing the opportunity now. Ethereum, trade, sell, tax lot, choose that one, keep a little bit, 4%, I'm okay with that. The fee is 638, that's okay. Okay, let's take that profit. By trading as well, it keeps me on the lower levels. Can you see I'm only paying 0.15 fee? Another reason why you need high volume in trading. If you don't trade and just hold, you'll end up paying 0.85 a trade, and then it kind of defeats the object. If you've got a fee of 1.15, that's because I trade $500,000 every 30 days, or is it $250,000, whatever it is. I can keep on the lower level. So now if I come out of there, I've trimmed my position. If we go to crypto, we're still up. We're making a nice little run up. We're up on the month, looking much better, right? But now if I go over here, my main account, see that? That jumped to 10 grand in buying power. You see now the market is pulling back, so we did that at the right time. If I go back now to Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola is still falling, so we can knock this on the head now. We'll leave 5,000 in cash. We'll start, because the idea is to start paying down margin at the same time. It's not just to keep buying something else. We got 10 grand in cash. Well, remember, that's not cash, it's buying power. We got 77. When did I just last bought at 77.92. No, we're above that now already. We're already making money. So what we want to do is walk away now. We want to walk away. We're up. We've made over 10 grand today. We've now got 10 grand in buying power. We've reduced margin. We've de-risked. We've made profit. We've got more of assets that are going to go up. We've got a dividend play now built in. So we can walk away. So I'm done. I don't need to revisit this today. I can walk away and not even look at my stocks today. That's fantastic. Right. So let me tell you why, other than the obvious that I've made money, let me break it down, the strategy and the macro thoughts behind all of this. So right now, the market is pumping mainly because investors are buying the dip. That's what's happening. So after the initial war panic, we've had some panic, and now people are using this to their advantage. But the fundamentals haven't changed. At least they haven't changed for the assets that I've bought and sold. So that's the first thing. Fundamentals in what I have haven't changed. Macro conditions, or macro hasn't really changed either, other than Trump saying he might support the oil and all the rest of it, and looks like we're winning the war, but none of that means anything right now. So when the US and Iran conflict escalated, the markets initially dropped hard. We all saw that. We all saw the markets drop. I mean, that's expected. Major indexes fell, but recovered later in the session as investors reassess. We all reassessed the risk, looked at it, and worked out what our risk is. And that's exactly what I've been doing today. De-risking, reevaluating. And as you can see, I'm already making now money, free money now, look, on Coca-Cola. This is just fantastic. We're going to see a rotation in a minute, and you're going to see it go the other way. And that's why you've got to trade, right? So the way the markets work is you get the geopolitical shock, and then everyone sells, analyze, and then rebound. It's like everyone trades and ask questions later. Well, I don't do that, right? I don't operate the way Wall Street does. I buy and sell like Wall Street does, but I focus on playing chess. Wall Street, remember, doesn't play chess. It plays checkers. It makes money, it sells. It sees an opportunity, it buys. It doesn't have a strategy. It doesn't go, I buy this to sell this, to buy this to sell this. That is a single trade. They see an opportunity, the algorithm is set on a certain number, and they react. I don't do that. So there's a phrase that was texted to me this morning by my Bank of America contact. A simple phrase I've been using all day today, and it's on the thumbnail. And the phrase was, I shared it on the thumbnail: buy the cannons and sell the trumpets. Now, this is a well-known phrase. It's used in the banking sector a lot. And at 1 o'clock this morning, that's exactly the text that came through from my friend. And I looked at it, and I discovered who was buying, which banks were buying what. Looking at bonds, we'll come on to bonds in a minute and how the bonds are being recalibrated. And I decided we're going to get a rally. And I told everybody in Discord we're going to get a bounce. And everybody who was on Discord or Electrum last night saw it. Okay, so you all know that. You can all say yes in the chat if you saw it. It was shared on Discord at 1 o'clock in the morning, and Discord, we're going to get a bounce. Okay, 100%. So what did I do? I transferred more money. I bought some more Google, only a couple of Google, because I didn't have that much money before I traded like this. And I got things in place, and we made some money. And I told you that what I was going to buy and what was going to happen, and would get a rally in the next, I think I said we got a big swing coming very soon. And an hour and a half later, 2 hours later, it all happened. So if you were a Discord Pro member, $4.99 a month, you would know all of that. And that's our Discord service. If you want it, it's pinned to the top, by the way. We give 90% discount. Here's Discord. We've got over 700 members now. 30% now, 25-30% have upgraded to Pro. So more of you have gone up to the higher level. You want the trades 24/7. You want the 2-stage events a day. You want the one-on-one support. You want to be able to message me directly. It's the only way you can communicate with me. You can't email me or phone. I don't even see emails. I have a team now of people that take care of me, marketing, emails, messages. I don't see any phone calls. I don't see any texts, emails, nothing. The only way you can speak to me is through Discord. So anyway, if you want that service, you can apply for it now. It is invitation only. You need that invitation. And then during this live stream, I'll onboard you, because you have to be interviewed. You have to answer the questions. I will then look at your account and see if it looks okay. I will let you in, and then you have a few minutes to choose your subscription, whether you are a Lucozade or a Lucozade Pro. It's up to you, right? $2.99 or $4.99. It's entirely up to you. And if you don't choose a plan in a few minutes, you get kicked out. People have been in and out. They keep missing it. It's because we are a private server, and it's just for investors. And no AI, no bots. It's just for investors. So we want to focus on providing the value of service, and we just want real investors. So we don't any bots or the stuff like that to come in. So if you want to be on the service, I'll give you the link now, and I'll keep my eye. If anyone does it, I'll upgrade you now. You can get done, and then send me a friend request as well, and you can be instantly in our server. And I've got direct links with Bank of America, Robinhood, White House press contact, and if you ask anyone on Discord, they will give you umpteen examples of my trades that have been spot on every time. I don't lose. I've got to just upgrade these now. I've just done a load of lots, so I'll have to calculate what all those lots are in a minute and upgrade all of these wins. They're all wins, and we never lose. Okay. So anyway, or you can also go on YouTube and get Electrum member, and you can get my trades there as well. It's in the community page. So let's carry on with the analysis that I've been up all night putting together. So investors believe the war won't hit earnings. Now, this is the point. This is why we're rallying today, right? Because the macro conditions haven't changed. Most strategists, including myself, believe there is a war going on, but profits will not be affected and still strong. And that's right, to a point. And I'm going to explain why it's to a point. Wall Street expects solid economic growth and rising corporate earnings. We do. I do. We've watched the S&P 500 and we've covered not all the earnings, but I've read all the earnings. We've covered a lot of earnings and we've seen everyone performing well, particularly Nvidia. And I'll come on deep dive into Nvidia in a minute. Have I got another all-time high now? Probably 330. No, 330. Anyway, so we know companies are performing. The PE ratio is coming more in balance. People often talk about, is it price? It's not price. It's the relationship between the price and the valuation. And because of that, some investors are treating the geopolitical drop as a temporary buying opportunity. And that's the point. Analysts that I speak to, people that know, people that spend the bank's money, know it's a temporary thing. So I've taken money off the table from Robinhood because it's very, very expensive, and see how it dropped. I told you that would be the biggest drop of the day. See that, look? It got up again. Of course it got up again. But I told you that would be the significant drop there. That tells you this could drop like a stone. And in a moment, I will give you a fantastic tip I had directly from the CEO of Mobix. Up like 700% yesterday. I'll share with you. Look at this. What did I tell everybody? What did I tell everybody? I spoke directly with Phil Sanson, the CEO of Mobix. I showed you his communication on the screen. We've had him on the show. And I told you that this was going to go up months ago. We knew why. We discussed the Tomahawk missiles. Went up 700% a couple of days ago, yesterday. And I told you I'm not buying it because I don't lose. I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. I would rather make 10% over and over and over again a million times than make 700 and then lose it all. And we've just dropped 24%. This can drop 100, this could go down 80, 90% every day now for the next 3 or 4 days, and it probably will. Because it's an acquisition company. There's a big difference between an acquisition company. Ah, this is nice.
Admxchida tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. Great moves this morning, Martyn.
Thank you, mate. Are you one of my Discordians? Did you get the trades? Or are you one of my Electrum members? So yeah, we're not gambling. We're not guessing. And people bought this yesterday, and a lot of people have now been leveraged out and they've lost all their money because they bought it on the way up. And we told you in our interview with Phil Sanson all about the Tomahawk missiles. I didn't buy it though. And I had a direct link. I was speaking to the CEO. I didn't buy it because I told you yesterday that this was going to happen and it's going to go a lot lower. It can go up and down, but you're just guessing because you don't know what you own. It's an acquisition company. It acquires other businesses. Very, very risky way to play. So it's a speculative asset. It's more risky than Bitcoin. Anyway, so it's a temporary buying opportunity. So what should you be buying? Well, I kind of, you can see what I've been buying and you can see how much money I've made. I've made a small fortune today. It's the second biggest win of all time. I have been buying Robinhood and I can see it going to $120, but I sold it at around about 82, 83, 84, whatever it was. Because of why it's going up. And also because I could buy on the way down of Coca-Cola. And I could also pay down margin. And I can also prepare for a bigger dip. All these things are part of why my portfolio is still rising. I'm going to hit 13 grand in a minute. It's pretty good, right? So tech and AI are the stocks that are lifting the index. Tech and AI. Even when the markets wobble, mega cap techs often pull everything higher. And that's what happens. Now, this is why I sold the S&P 500. It's my favorite asset. It is. Oh, someone wants to join Discord. Let me do that now. Someone called Laney. Right, let's have a look. Interview you. Okay. Let me send you the questions. You've got a few minutes to select a membership. If you don't, then you'll be kicked from the server. We have very high standards on our server. This is Laney. So there we go. If anyone wants to join now, and then send me a friend request so you know you're following the right person. You're not making any mistakes there. We don't want anyone to make any mistakes and lose out. So there we go. I've just accepted Laney in. So you have a few moments to select your membership. Standard or pro, it's entirely up to you. Depends how serious you are about investing and if you want it 24/7 and you want one-on-one support. So even when the markets wobble, it's mega cap techs that drive everything higher. And that's what's happening today. AI-related companies and large tech stocks have been supporting the NASDAQ and the broader sentiment. That's what's been going on, but not all. My favorite is AMD and Nvidia. Nvidia way above. Way above. And Nvidia did a deal this morning. There was a great deal done with Nvidia this morning. A military deal. That's part of why we're moving. Oh, we got a special guest here on the show. Let's read this.
At its time whether people tipped $5 through Super Chat. Remember, when it comes to trading, who your daddy is. Martyn Lucas Investor.
That's very kind of you. Well, we have got a good team. We've got Sensei, who's the second best seller of newsletters in the world. Talks to Michael Burry, who's the most famous trader in the world. I've got friends in every corner, from the White House to all the banks and businesses. We've got a wonderful community on Discord. We've got a great team around us. We've got Vaz, who's no one is better at EVTOLs than Vaz. We've got a great team who run the Discord server. We've got William, who's amazing. We've got Rob here, who does our charts. We've got an amazing team. I learn more from you than you learn from me. And you sometimes say that, how's that right? Well, it is right. It is right. You've got no idea. I'm learning from your reactions to everything all the time. So anyway, Nvidia is my favorite, and I'll show you why. So Nvidia, this has got a fantastic run ahead of it. This is my position. I wasn't in Nvidia until the earnings. I needed to get clarification of the expansion of Blackwell. We know they're making money. We know all this stuff. But is the momentum continuing and are we expanding? And we are. And I started buying it at $199. People said, oh, you should wait till it crashes. No, $199 is a fair value. and I'll just keep buying more. We've got someone else who wants to join on Discord. We've got several people coming in now that want to join. So I'm going to process applications live on the show. You have just a few moments to choose your membership. So choose wisely and use a browser. If you use a browser, you can always upgrade and downgrade. If you use a phone, you pay a bit more because Apple take a commission. So I strongly recommend that you use a browser. It's cheaper. I get less money, but you get a better deal, but you can change your plan. And I can tell you now, everyone is switching to Pro. It's only $4.99. It's a 90% discount. I don't need to make money from these things. I make money from investing. I just want to help as many people as possible. So I've just processed another account. Laney, you've got to be quick. You're about to be kicked from the server. So energy and defense stocks are also rallying. We'll come back to more AI and Nvidia in a minute, but energy and defense stocks are rallying, but be careful. Now that's why, in case you're wondering why the UK was up today. The UK is a lot of defense stocks. And I don't mean defensive like Coca-Cola. I mean defense like weapons. And I think I can show you actually the FTSE in the UK started all this. If you see here, I've got friends here. You may remember I told you I was could have stood as an MP many years ago. And it was thanks to that I was able to get rescued from St. Martyn. Remember St. Martyn when the Hurricane Irma came? I got through with a satellite phone to Boris Johnson, who was the Secretary of State at the time, wasn't the Prime Minister, and I was able to set up a rescue. We got rescued from St. Martyn during Hurricane Irma. Anyway, that's another story. Dow Jones, you can see it's up. Oh, there we go, the FTSE. See, look, it started in Europe. And I knew there was something going to happen because you could see all through Asia, Australia, this is all in time order. So you start at the top and you can see New Zealand, they were down. This is before the news. It's got nothing to do. People were saying, oh, it's because of Trump has announced the Clarity Act. It's got nothing to do with that. That was 12 hours before on Truth Social. That's not what moved the market today. People put too much weight in XRP. They think XRP... oh, there we go. Rescue 28 just became a pro member. Welcome. Please send me a friend request now. Send me a friend request now and I'll accept it. We got a new member, folks, on Discord, a new pro member. That's over 710 now. Is it? No, 706. 706 members now, which you can see in Discord yourself. Just going to have a look yourself. You can see it on the screen. But yeah, rent's due. So we saw what was happening throughout the night. Asia was down. So we had New Zealand, Australia, the Nikkei, Japan, China. And then we moved into Europe. And this is where everything changed. Look at that. We saw the Germans. They're very defensive. And then the FTSE, and then America just swallowed it up. And that's what's been happening today. But this is temporary. That's why we're trading. We're not just joining a fan club. We're not here to join someone's fan club. We're here to get rich, right? So energy and defense stocks are rallying. The war tends to push certain stocks higher. Not all stocks, some stocks. Now, oil jumped. Because people think there's going to be lesser supply. They expect oil to go up in price at the pump, so oil at the barrel goes up. Now, if you want to talk to our expert, we got Stephen Lewandowski, who's our oil man. Our oil man makes more money than you've ever seen in oil. He's in the chat all the time. One of our whale investors. He's an oil man, Stephen Lewandowski. You want to talk to him at when to buy oil. He's out of it right now. Okay? So don't be guessing, don't be gambling, and then end up losing your money. There's no need. It's so easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. So you've got to understand that. But oil jumped because of the concerns that everybody had. The Straits of Hormuz. Now, what helped the market bounce, and it is only a bounce, is Trump saying they can protect the tankers going through from being set on fire. but it's not up for the reason you think. You think, well, that's good then, isn't it? Then that means we're going to get, it's all going to be great. It's all going to be wonderful. No, that's not the reason. It's because insurance prices come down. Insurance is the money behind all of this. Someone just sent me a friend request. Rent's due. So I can accept that now. You just did exactly what I asked. Spot on. Let me double check everything. I go through a process. I go through a process, profile, accept your friend request. That's it. Now, you will get others send you friend requests, pretend to be me. They're not me. I don't send friend requests. That's why I asked you to do it. I don't message you, but you are safe now because you are friends and you can directly message me. You don't have to worry about anybody else messaging you because you know you're talking to me, right? So it's to do with insurance. There's more money in the insurance than anything else, and that is partly why the market rose. Now, money is also flowing into energy stocks, but not all energy stocks. Look how Enphase Energy is down. Now, why is Enphase Energy down? Well, Enphase Energy is my top pick of the year. It's going to $100, in my opinion, because of the balance sheet. Just if you look at the balance sheet, you always know where the money is. You just follow the money, really. But not all energy stocks are booming. So don't assume you can just buy bombs and guns and energy and you're going to make money. That's not how it works. I haven't got any of those stocks. And look, I'm up today, 12 grand. So the problem is, though, the markets are too complacent. Keep buying the dip. Keep thinking everything's going to go up and it'll just go up forever. Oh, we've got someone else who wants to join Discord. Let me give you the link for those who are waiting for it. It's pinned to the top. You get all my trades, 24/7, one-on-one support, a great community. We got a gaming channel. We got all sorts of stuff. A casino. We got all sorts of stuff going on. Let me interview you. Let me give you the interview information. We are in members only mode. Because we've got enough members now, we don't need to be public anymore. We want to provide quality of service. So I'm just going to be members only mode all the time now. So if you want to be able to chat to me, I will do Q&A. If you want to become a member, there's the link to become a member. I will answer questions from everyone. No one will get left behind. Oh, here we go. We've got a question here.
At Vince Bango 1 tip $20 through Super Chat. Big respect to Martyn Lucas. The investors community is the strongest out there. The knowledge and conviction you've built inspires people to stay bullish and think bigger every cycle. Appreciate the leadership.
Well, Vince Bango, I want to thank you because you've no idea what you are doing for my music channel. My music channel will be bigger than this channel. Way bigger. Unfortunately, my in-person real-life audience are all old and dead now. That's traveled the world in theaters. You can, if you go online and just type Martyn Lucas One Night in Vegas, you'll see my Vegas show and the orchestra and so on. But the music channel is a different thing altogether. And we don't run ads on the live concerts. We just make it nice for everybody to enjoy it. We don't have memberships. And because of people like Vince, we can keep the live shows going on a Friday. He's been our top tipper the last couple of weeks. And you can tip for songs. And don't forget, Vince, as a member, if you've got a birthday party, anniversary, any friend, business colleague you know, I will do an event for you. So you can have a birthday party or a corporate event or anniversary or a Christmas party, anything you want. You've tipped me enough, so I'm happy to do that for you. So remember that. You have that. And make sure when you watch as well, you always stream in 4K. Click the little cogs, put it on a big sound system. We got another new person that's just wants to join Discord. Discord's very busy this morning. There is the application form. You have a couple of moments to get accepted. If you don't choose a membership, then you'll be kicked from the server. It's just we have a very strict policy on our server. It's an investment channel. We're not trying to, we just want the best people. It's appointment only. So let's go back to the markets, right? People are being too complacent. They think we're just going to keep going up forever. Oh, you shouldn't sell. You should hold. Well, look, I told you exactly where Robinhood was going to top out. Now, if I'd held and joined a fan club, I would now be giving my gains away. So I sold, I took profit, and I bought Coca-Cola, and now it's going up. So I've won twice. And now I've paid off margin, I've reduced margin, I've now got dividends coming to me in a couple of weeks' time. My portfolio is up, 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 up. And that's why I never lose. So the markets are being too complacent. Now, we know this because we're talking to Michael Burry. At least Sensei is. Most famous trader of all time. Directly. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right? We share it all with you. If you want the newsletter, by the way, there's the newsletter. There it is, right there. And you can get 25% off, or you can change the 25% off and put my name in there, and you get a free trial. It's up to you. If you know you want it, you just get the price, right? So Coca-Cola is looking tasty now. Anyway, I don't even care if it goes down. I've got money to buy more now, right? We just sold some Ethereum. Let's see if I was right there. We sold there, and it's trimming. That's our biggest, no, it's not our biggest trim of the day. But it's, anyway, I'm going to come back to the reasons and more of that in a minute. So we've got a real issue concerning a yen carry trade. I've been telling everybody for ages the market will drop 40%. So what I'm trying to do is get up to $700,000, clear off my margin, and then be able to buy a 40% dip, and then that'll take me to 1.7 million. Plus, I can borrow against that and bring in another 1.7 million, and now we're at now we're over $3 million. So now it's getting quite serious, right? Remember, I started with $5,000, so this is getting pretty serious, isn't it? I'm not the only one who thinks the market's fragile, by the way. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says markets may be underestimating geopolitical and inflation risks. They are. They're buying, they're disregarding everything. In other words, a short-term bounce doesn't mean the danger is gone. That's right. We've got a special guest on stage. Let's have a listen.
At Bitcoins_Craig tipped $10 through Super Chat. Hi Martin, if you have time can you please take a quick look at NuScale Power Corporation, SMR. They produce small molecular power stations and will be a main player for data centers.
Yeah. Let me get through my main story and then I'll try and come back to that for you, all right? Is that fair enough? The few members that I've just submitted into the service, you've got minutes left now. You'll be kicked out. You've just come in without claiming a role. So you need to do that. Otherwise, you'll be kicked from the server. So in other words, a short-term bounce doesn't mean the danger's over. It isn't. Right? The market is pumping. This is why the market is pumping, because panic selling from the Iran news has faded. People are used to it. Oh, it's all right. We're all going to be fine. Dip buyers have stepped in and tech stocks are holding the index up, but good ones, not all. Investors believe the economy and the earnings are still strong. They're absolutely right. I do, but again, only some. So the phrase I used this morning was buy the cannons. I think it makes sense, doesn't it? It's self-explanatory. Buy the cannons and sell the trumpets. I've just got to welcome Lainey. Lainey has just become a new Pro member. This is what I'm saying. Everyone is joining on Pro now. Lainey, you've just begun Pro. Send me a friend request. Here is the friend request. You can now talk to me 24/7, get my trades, see what's going on. Great community. We've got a game. We've got a casino channel. We've got charts, shows. We've got all sorts. We have special guests like Sensei comes in and others.
At Potato Family 3958 has become a member. How do you get profits when you sell on tax lot?
What do you mean? How do I get a profit? Let me show you. So if I bring it up, I mean, think of it. I'll explain it like this. So you go out and rather than buying a stock, a share, you buy a house. You buy 5 houses. You buy one house at $100, one house at $90, one house at 110, one house at 50, one house at 40. Different prices for 5 different houses. 5 individual lots. 5 individual times that you bought a stock. Make sense? Okay. The price of the houses go up. But this one, and they're all different prices. So some are in profit and some are out of money. Okay? So if overall, on the average, they're up and you sell them all, you might have won on 1 and 2, but you lost on 3, 4, and 5. So you've thrown money away. Because if you just sold the first 2, you might have made 20%, but these 2 only made, they were negative, so it brought it down to 5%, just say for an average. So your average selling all or nothing doesn't work. You have to be able to select which lot you want to sell, which house you want to sell, which share you want to sell. One house might have gone up, one house might be down. You get what I'm saying? So when you go into lots and you sell, you select, oh, we got another new member, Euronemus. Euronemus has just become a member on Discord, gone pro as well. Everyone's pro. By the way, you get a 90% discount. 90%. Send me a friend request now. There's the link in the chat, so you're not following a scammer because someone will, some bot will message you. You don't want that, do you? So you go into the individual lot. So if I show you here what I've just been doing. So I just sold Ethereum, didn't I? You saw me do it live on the show. So I go into Ethereum. It works the same with crypto as it works with stocks. So I'll make it clearer. I'll take this ticker away at the bottom of the screen. So I'll zoom in, right? And I'll go trade and I'll go sell. And I don't go market order. I do limit orders, but I also do tax lot. See it? Tax lot. Now, you might, this is on Robinhood. If you don't have Robinhood, let me give you Robinhood link. There's Robinhood USA and there's Robinhood UK. If you use my link, you get free shares. I get free shares. Everybody wins and you can do all this. If you don't have a brokerage with lots on it, Coinbase does it, Kraken does it. Make sure that you've got a company that does it, right? So you select lots. Now you can see, I can sort them by price, right? There you go. Now, the ones that I paid $2,455 a share, a coin of Ethereum, they're out of the money. So if I sold the whole lot and my average was up by 5%, I might have got 20% if I just sold the ones that were winning. Don't sell the ones that are losing because you've just lost money. We don't ever lose money here, right? That's not very smart. So depending on whether you're bullish or not, whether you think the market's going up or going down, whatever, if you think everything's going to go up and you don't need the money and you don't want to buy something on the way down, remember, this is not chess. This is not simple stuff. You are selling because you want to buy something else. You're not just selling for profit. This is not about making profit. I know that sounds really crazy because all morning I've been making money. It's about building a better portfolio. More and more assets at better and better prices. Profit gives me the ability. Oh, we got another new member. This is now T. Lenhart. T. Lenhart has just become pro on Discord, another member. There is the link if you want to join. Let me show you these new members. There you go. Now you can see they're pro because they've got the holographic name. And if I scroll across, Lucasade Pro. So we have, look, just a few moments ago, we have Euronymous, L. T. Lentar, Rents Due, Laney, Costa del Crypto did standard plan. This person here, Demarcus, hasn't, they're in white. They haven't selected a membership. They'll be kicked out in a minute. All right, I'm surprised I haven't done it yet. I just haven't got round to it. But yeah, I'll do that in a minute. So that's how lots work. Is it potato? Is it potato man or something like that? Was it potato? That asked that question. That's how that works. That way you always win. We don't want you to lose. It's easy to make money. Now the market is coming down. You see, now we want to make sure we've made some profit. Well, we have, haven't we? Nvidia, we want to keep Nvidia. We want to keep Google. Yeah. But we've trimmed our speculative assets. Now you see, I told you at the right time, XR, there it goes. Now I didn't sell XRP because remember, XRP is an altcoin, as is Ethereum, but it can move a lot quicker when Bitcoin goes up. And we've already sold the in lots, in money lots. What we've got left is the out of money. So if we sell now, we just lose money, right? Now you might say, I don't mind losing money if you think it's going to go down 20%. That's okay. If you know that, but you don't know that. No one knows that. So we don't sell for losses. Selling for losses is a bad strategy. But now you can see why I just sold. Now I could buy back Ethereum if I wanted to. I could buy back here with the profit I've made. Remember now I've got $10,000. I've got more money on the way. I've got dividends now. I'm making money on I've got money on Coca-Cola. That's starting to bottom. I could buy more if this continues going down if I want to, but this will bounce back. This will go back to 81. I guaranteed 55 cents in 2 weeks' time. So I've got to build up a nice little position there. I think we are. I think we're starting to consolidate there. Again, I'm not focusing on charts. I'm focusing on balance sheets and stuff like that. So you've heard the phrase, buy the cannon, sell the trumpets. Well, you don't know when the trumpet, you know when the cannon is because the war starts. But where's the trumpet? Well, the trumpet can come at the end of the war. Hooray. But now we've already bounced. Too late. Now you're buying a pump. Now you're losing again. We don't lose. So when's the trumpet? Well, today we had a hurrah moment. You all saw it with Pete Hesketh. Very triumphant already. That was the trumpet. That's why I did it.
At Potato Family 3958 tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. But how you get double buying power when selling in tax lots? Selling it at 1,000, then you get double 4%. I believe that's the number.
Oh, how you get double? Oh, I see. Oh, I understand now what you're saying. Right. So I have a margin account on Robinhood. I don't have a cash account. I have margin turned on. And I use all my cash. I'm in margin. This money, this buying power is margin. That's not my cash. That's available buying power. My cash is gone. I'm now in margin. So if I add $10,000 of cash from my bank account, I put 10 grand in, Robinhood will give me another 10,000 for buying power. I'll have $20,000 because I've added 10. They'll give me 10 as in margin. So I've got $20,000 of buying power. If I buy a stock, I think someone else has just become a member. This is the Dublin dessert. The Dublin dessert. I've got family in Ireland, in County Wexford. So let me give you the invitation. Let me give you the invitation. you've got a few minutes to decide what plan you want. Remember, there's 90% discount. I'm just here to help you. I could charge a lot more, but I just don't want to. Approve. There you go. All done. The Dublin. What did I say? That the dub in the deserts. The dub in the desert. The dub in the desert. It's the dub in the desert. I was getting that all wrong. All right, okay. Anyway, you've got your opportunity now to do what you want to do. All right. If you become a member, send me a friend request. I'll accept it. There is the friendship request. So if you bring in cash, they'll double it. If you sell a stock of 10,000, you have 10,000. You don't have 20,000. You have 10. If you are in margin and you've bought crypto, when you bought it, it regarded it as withdrawn money. You can't buy crypto on margin in Robinhood, which is great, because if it drops 90%, it doesn't make you go margin. It doesn't margin call you. It's great, very responsible. Unlike these brokerages that do 100Xs and stuff like that, it's really good. So when you sell crypto, when you're in margin, it's as if the money exited your account when you bought it. It regarded it as 100% withdrawal. So when you sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any crypto for 10,000, it puts 10,000 in your account and doubles it. It's as if you brought cash back in. So it gives you a lot of buying power. So these are all the strategies that make up the whole thing. If you don't know all these things, you're missing out. Investing is not about buying and holding for 20 years. It's much, much more. You can do that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that if you just want to do that and you're not bothered. But if you want to make a lot of money, like 12 grand in a day, I would like to take my portfolio to $1 million. Well, now we've upgraded that, because we're outperforming everything. So now I'm looking at maybe even 10 million live on the show. It's completely doable. So if you to do that, you've got to know all these tools. You can't just buy and hold and whatever. You're just not going to make that sort of money, are you? Does that answer your question? So buy the cannon, sell the trumpets is knowing when the trumpet is. But is this a trap before the real move? Well, it is. It most certainly is. We are in what people call a bull trap. Another thing you need to look at is oil. So we'll start looking at oil now. Oil is the first market to react in a war. It's the first thing that happens, particularly in the Middle East, because it's all about oil. That's why they're there. I mean, some could argue that's why Trump is there. He wants to control the oil. So oil is the first market to react to war. So the key level we're watching and what we're paying attention to is $95 to $100 a barrel. Right? It's an inflation shock and the markets fall. That's what we saw. Below $90, or that's where we think it's going, below $90, the markets relax and the stocks rally. So these numbers are significant. So remember that, $95 to $100, inflation shock, markets sell, they sell off. Below $90, markets relax and stocks rally. But remember, it's not just about the price, about the time we're at that number as well. So if Iran disrupts the Straits of Hormuz, which they're doing at the moment, but Trump said we've got that under control, 20% of the global oil supply moves through there. A spike in oil pushes inflation higher. You'll get that. Which means the Fed cannot cut rates. Oh, we got a star guest.
At Diesel_Raider tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. With this advice, smash the bloody like button. Fafo.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone's not tapped the like button, really. It's crazy. I'm giving you direct information from the White House and everybody's who's everybody. Yeah, we should have 1,000. There should be 10,000 people watching. However, if I did a channel telling you how to get rich in 5 minutes and I told you that XRP was going to go to $10 today, we'd have 10,000 watching. I don't want to do that because it's a lot of rubbish. I want to provide a service where everyone's a member, they love what we do, and they all win, and we're all winning, and that's what we do. I want to be proud of what we do, not just we've got 1 million subscribers and we're all talking nonsense. And I'm rich. I'm rich enough. I don't need any more. So what's the point? Right. So if Iran disrupts the Straits of Hormuz, which they've been doing, right, and we've got all that oil going through, that can spike inflation. Now remember, Trump is doing what he's doing for whatever reason he's doing it, but he also loves to see the stock market go up. So he's playing this. It's quite crazy, really, how this is all happening. A spike in oil pushes inflation higher, which means the Fed cannot cut rates. And I've told you over and over again, we're not going to get rate cuts, 1 or 2 at most. And with all this going on, it's even more likely we're only going to get 1 or 2. So crypto spiking today is a kind of nonsense, really, because without rate cuts, a crypto can't go up. It can go up temporarily, and we're seeing Ethereum go up again, and I've still got some, and I'm going to keep some, but I'm not going to just disregard profit because this can drop as fast as it's gone up, right? Without rate cuts, without liquidity, with inflation, you're just not going to go to where Tom Lee wants us to go. A bullish signal, what we're looking for is oil stabilizes. Just keep still. A bearish scenario is oil spikes towards the 100 plus. Now, another sign, another thing you got to focus on is the 10-year treasury yield. The real market boss, I like to call it. People don't focus on the bonds because they're not sexy. They can't see them. You don't join a fan club. No one's bothered about that. They just whatever. But this is the most important number on Wall Street. Watch these levels. Now think about this. If the bonds are below 4.1%, stocks can rally. Okay? 4.3 to 4.5, stocks struggle. Okay? Now, here's where it gets dangerous. Above 4.6, the market panic. And if we get that and a yen carry trade, we're going down 40%. So you want to make money, not just sit around joining fan clubs. And if you don't make money and then it goes down, you're stuck and you could be out for years. So why does that matter? Why do these rates matter? Well, higher yields mean mortgages rise. If mortgages rise, the housing market gets trampled on. No one can spend money. Corporate borrowing rises, so businesses can't flourish in that situation. And tech valuations fall. All of this happens if the bonds get out of control. Even Nvidia, my AI favorites, they also follow the 10-year yield. It makes no difference. Another indicator is the VIX. But don't pay too much attention to the VIX. People think it's a measure of things. It's not. They think it's a magical indicator. If it goes up, everything's going to crash. If it goes down, everything's going to boom. It's not as straightforward as that. And that's the same reason as when I say to people, when they say, what's the price of the S&P? It's not the price. It's the relationship between the price and the earnings of the businesses within it. So the VIX tells you when institutions are scared to a degree. But you've got to put all these things together for it to make sense. Now, below 15, we've got a calm bull market. Great. 20 to 25, On the VIX indicator, we've got volatility. We've got ups and downs. We're not really sure where we're going. Above 30, got a crash risk. But risk doesn't mean it's going to happen. So if markets are rallying while the VIX stays high, if the markets are rallying when the VIX is high, short covering rally, not a real bull run in the first place. So these things can trick you. You can think, oh, well, the VIX is up, but the markets are rallying. Oh, all these things, you've got to use all of these things together. This is what I understand, and this is how I'm always winning and beating the market and so on and so forth. And it's important to tell you at this moment as well, because we are a financial channel that aims to be the best in the world. And if you look, we don't just have a silver play button, which will soon be a gold one, by the way. We're definitely going to 1 million because we're doubling our rate every month. And we've now got over 700. We've got 711 members now in Discord, and they're nearly all going pro. So we're growing all the time. But what I'm more proud of is not the subscribers, and I'm proud of the people, not subscribers are subscribers. People are people, you're people. Some people subscribe and then you never see them again because people forget or they die. I mean, whatever. What I'm most proud of is this here. See that? That's a verification tick. That is our verification tick. What does that mean?
I can't believe this.
Oh, a new member. Oh, Stephen Udowski.
1081 has become a member. 42 months here with the family.
Thank you, Stephen. It's our oil man in the chat here. What this tick means and why I'm so proud of it, not all financial channels have it. This is from YouTube, and this says this channel is genuine and authentic. It's important, especially for a investment channel. Now, if you go to my music channel, this one here, I've got something else. I've got another tick. See this one here? This one here is a music symbol, a musical note. Why is that there? Because I am a recording artist, not just a guy on YouTube. I am a recording artist. To get that, you have to be a recording artist. I've had record contracts. I've got music on Amazon. I've got music on Apple, on iTunes. And this is the genuine Martyn Lucas channel. Someone else could create one, and they aren't me. They won't have the musical tick. They haven't got a recording distribution contract or anything like that. So that's what these mean, and these are important, especially on an investment channel, because you're following a real, genuine channel that is here to help you. So anyway, we're going up again now. Look, we're up 12.5 grand now, and we're protected now as well. We've de-risked. We've got more money in cash, buying power, I should say. We've taken from the top. We've put it in defensive plays. They're now going up, making money. We've got dividends about to pay out. My portfolio could now go, my target, as I said, 1 million, but we should probably upgrade that to 10 million now. Anyway, I got more people joining Discord. Let me go and have a look. I got a friend request. A friend request from Dublin, the Dub in the Desert. Let me double check. He's got a nice beard. Right, there we go. I look like an old man I look like an old man without a beard, let alone have a beard. Let me double check you are the right person. We don't let things slip through. Oh, lovely. You've sent me a friend request. Profile. This is the Dub in the Desert. Let me show you. He's just sent me a friend request. He's now a pro member on Discord. I can now accept the friend request. You can now message me direct. You can't text me, phone me, email me. That's the only way. Right, there you go. And there you go. Look, everyone, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 this morning in the last few minutes have all gone pro. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. All right. So let's carry on. So if the VIX stays high, it usually means a short covering rally or not a real bull run in the first place. The big setup right now. The market today looks like war headlines, right? Dip buyers stepping in, AI stocks holding up the index. This often creates a relief rally before the real move. Which way? Up? Down? No one knows. You don't know what's going to happen. Historically, markets do this. Let me explain. You got a shock event, then you have a quick rally, and then the real direction days later. Now, I'm going to make a prediction. Now, it's only a prediction. I don't know, because I can tell you long term where I'm going to be, but I can't tell you short term where I'm going to be. But I'm going to make a prediction, and I think we could have a 12% on the S&P. Well, not on the S&P. 12% on my positions. And I have the two best positions in the S&P other than Microsoft and Apple. 12% in 1 month, in this month of March. 12%. If that happens, I'm touching 400 grand. I mean, if we look where we are now, we're 330. Has it moved? 331 and a half. Yeah. I could touch 400 grand if I get that right. Very likely. Great, right? Yeah, but what happens when we get there? So we've got to be prepared for that. We've got to be prepared to take our profit along the way and reposition along the way. So we've had the shock event. We've had the quick rally. And now we get the real direction. Now, what if it all of a sudden goes down? And it can. If it goes down, we're great. We've reduced our position. We've got more defensive. We've got dividends providing me an income. We've de-risked. We've paid off margin. We've taken profit. We can buy it all back again. If it carries on going, we've got the higher lot still making money. We're good there as well. But we are in the right places. So there is what I wanted to share with you today. The markets are pumping. But watch the three numbers: oil, the 10-year yield, and the VIX. If they move the wrong way, this rally could disappear overnight. And you won't even see it. I'll be, of course, up on Discord, sharing my trades, doing it, talking to my connections, making money. But you might miss it. Most of you are asleep. So there we go. I think that the market is preparing for an 8, a 12 to 14% move. However, it can go either way. If it signals if it could be signaling a volatility expansion after a tight consolidation, and that's what we've got right now. So, chart readers, I'm not a chart reader, I just focus on value and balance sheets. Chart readers would describe it as a coiled spring. The chart that's forming at the moment, they would regard as a coiled spring. What does that mean? Well, I can show you the S&P, and again, I'm not a chart reader. I understand the charts, I just don't, it's just not for me. I'm not really bothered about it, right? This is the chart of the S&P, just a basic lines. I could go into the advanced. I don't need to, right? You can do that. You like charts. I don't. I just talk to the people that buy it. I read the balance sheets. I couldn't care less what the chart says. I'm not bothered. But essentially, this is what's going on right now. Is called a coiled spring. The index has been moving sideways, and it has. If you look at the S&P, it flattened out. Volatility has been compressing. If you see the volatility index, it's been compressing. And buyers and sellers are building pressure. It's like kind of like a short squeeze in a way, but not. When this happens, and it's happening, the market explodes in one direction. Now, you don't know what the direction is. So what your job is, if you want to beat the market and you want to make money, you can just dollar cost average if you want and just do nothing. You can go and sit on the beach. And 10 years, you'll be up. But you'll be up on average 10% a year. I'll be up thousands of percent. Well, you know, doesn't really matter, does it? You know what you want out of life, and that's what you got to decide. But the key levels, what you got to look out for are, watch for a bullish breakout. If the S&P breaks above resistance, the next move could be 8 to 12% rally. I don't see that. But that's what could happen. The drivers would be, these are the things that will drive it. These are the things that will make that happen. Oh, someone else has just joined. I think we've got another new member. What's this? Members. We've got someone who wants to join. Okay. Someone just wants to join Discord. 90% discount. I'll be there in a minute with my stage event, doing one-on-one support, answering questions, all that stuff. There is your invitation to join. Let me go back. Let me approve you. Send me a friend request. You've got a few minutes to choose your membership role. If you don't, you'll be kicked. So there you go. Lovely stuff. I'll introduce you if you become a member. So the AI stocks that are going to lead all of this is AMD, Microsoft, Nvidia. But I don't want Microsoft. It's too expensive. For me, it's Nvidia. I focus on a few stocks. I don't need hundreds of stocks. I can't read the balance sheets of hundreds of stocks. I can't, speak to hundreds of people. I can't build relationships with hundreds of people. So I just know the best defensive, Coca-Cola, the best AI, Google and Nvidia, the best treasury bill, SGov, the best global index, the S&P 500, VOO. And that's all I need to know about. I don't need to know about anything else. So for me, it's Nvidia. We need to see oil stabilizing. We need to see treasury yields falling and war fears easing. That scenario could push the market toward new highs really quickly, as long as you're in the right positions and you're not over leveraged. Now, a bearish breakdown, if the market breaks support, the move could be fast. Negative 10% correction, more than the bull market. Up the stairs, down the elevator, right? What would trigger that? Well, what could trigger that is an oil spike from the Middle East escalation, treasury yields rising again, liquidity tightening, you understand what that is, and AI stocks correcting. But remember, historically, the S&P is still too expensive. I keep banging on about this. I like to buy it at 17 times earnings. Now, what does that mean? That means you pay $17 for every dollar you get. And we're at 30. So it's expensive. It's all very well saying just buy the S&P and hold it forever, but it's expensive. And that's not how you make money. That's how you sit and park money, join fan clubs, come back in 20 years. We don't want to do that here. We're traders, investors that trade. So there we go. Why these patterns matter? Well, we've had a long period of sideways action. Volatility gets compressed and sudden breakout moves. Hedge funds call this the volatility expansion. That's where we are at the moment. It can happen very, very quick, violently, within a few days. Not a few hours, days. So I'm going to give you a few key signals to watch. If Nvidia moves hard, and I'm focusing on Nvidia, so this is Nvidia focused, the entire market usually follows. It does. Again, I want the best assets, the one that lead the market. I try to lead, not follow. What's the point of being a follower? I want to be a leader, right? I think we got a new member.
I can't believe this.
Sorry.
At Sari XF8VH has become a member.
Let me just tell you what you get as a member. If you'd like the link to become a member, there's a membership link. Memberships were created on this channel to be the best in the world. Remember why I'm here. I'm the world piano man. I'm an entertainer. I've traveled the world as an entertainer all my life. The same job since I was 16. I invested with Barclays Bank at 17, and I've been doing the same thing all my life. I stopped touring because of COVID, and I built this studio, which I think is arguably the best live streaming studio on YouTube. No one's got one like this. We've got backup internet, backup power. We've got a music studio behind me for the concerts on Friday. I think we've got the best studio on YouTube. We've got a great team, and that's what this is about. Now, I'm just here to try and help people, right? I just want to help people. I want my wife to say, Martyn, you did a good job today. And if my wife is happy, I'm happy. It's not about making money for me. Making money is it's just like a game. I just want to win for my members. So we decided to create a membership. Now, why did we do that? Well, because I'm live all day, up to 12 hours a day. YouTubers, and I'm not a YouTuber, I just broadcast on YouTube TV. If you want to be a YouTuber, what you do is you make videos. You do a bit of live in between, but you make videos. YouTube processes the video and you make money. When you're live, the video is not processed yet, right? There's some random ads that appear, but YouTube don't know what this is yet. And when it ends up being 4 hours long, it's not very easy to optimize. It just gets watched live and doesn't get watched tomorrow. So we don't make money from ad revenue on this. We make a few bucks. This live stream today with 300 people watching for 4 or 5 hours might make me 50 bucks. Now, that's not going to keep the lights on in the studio, is it really? So how we survive is through memberships. So we created memberships because people value the service. They see it as their Netflix. We've now got 98% of our live viewers as members. It's the highest engagement rate of anyone. Double CNBC and Bloomberg combined. We're very proud of that. Everyone who watches becomes a member. 98% of you who watch live are members, which is great. And so because of that, I think you should respect and appreciate that. Because remember, I've met my audience in person, so I know what it is to be each individual person, unlike a YouTuber who's never met their audience. They just think, oh, I've got a million people watching. What does it mean? I know what it means because I've seen them in my theaters. So the membership never goes up in price, ever. We add new tiers when we can add new services and we create new tiers, but all the memberships never change in price and there's no inflation either. So if we're an investment channel, let's make it the best investment you're ever going to make. So a membership that never goes up in price and with no inflation. That's pretty cool, right? It's kind of follows the ethos of the channel. There's the membership link if anybody wants to join. So why people become members is they want to support the live stream. They think it's a value. They watch every day. We're growing all the time. Our subscribers grow all the time. People watch. They like it. They support us. They want real life, live, unedited, unscripted. Everything you're seeing today is live. There's no edits. It's all live, happens, and I answer questions and whatever. So what do you get as a member? Well, you support the channel. Most people become members because they think a couple of bucks a month for this service is cheap and they want to support it. That's the first reason. So what can I give you once you become a member? Well, when you become a member, you get a badge to recognize your name. So we all know you're a member. We run in members only mode. So we got a really good bunch of people. No bots in here, people larking around, just investors, right? So you're talking to fellow investors. We're not opening up to everybody, so you can talk to real investors, make friends with people. There are members only videos. This is a video open to everyone. This live stream is open to everyone. There's the clock, by the way, and the time, so you know it's real. So you can, there are members only videos and members only live stream. All my CEO interviews. Yesterday I was texting Phil Sansom all about the big pump that happened yesterday. You get all those videos. You get all those live streams. Well, one of those live streams pays your membership for a lifetime. If you're talking to the CEO of the company, right? They're all members only. If you're a member, your comments are all shown here in the chat. I can see them. I can read them out. I can put them on the screen. Non-members can't do that. If you comment to a video, ask a question to the community, I post within a few hours all of the members' comments. And I see everyone and I give it a little love and a tick that I've seen it, so you know I've seen it. I used to reply to all messages. I can't do it anymore now because there's tens of thousands a day. But I do like every single one. Personally, I see everyone. So you get that. I also engage with you on social media. At the end of this live stream, when I've gone through the whole story, I'm only breaking now to talk to you because you just became a member. Sari, where are you from, by the way? I will answer all questions. I will go back and answer all members' comments and questions. You can also phone into the show. I give you a live video link up. You can call in and you can be on the show. Literally be on the show. That's what you get as a bronze member. As a silver member, a couple of bucks more, you get, excuse me, you get all that plus some priority benefits over bronze. Above that, you've got Electrum. Electrum is our most popular membership. Electrum gives you all of bronze and silver, plus we have 2 events a week, which are members only, Electrum members only, and upwards.
At Anointed Flowers tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. I happy to support this chant, chef's kiss.
Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate that, Anointed Flowers. Thank you so much indeed. Yes, the super chats help enormously. So you get, with Electrum, you get 2 events a week where we go to Electrum members and above, which is gold, platinum, above, sponsor and platinum. You get 2 events a week where you can choose the stocks for me to analyze for free. And I'll do you a full breakdown of analysis, 2 of those a week. So you get that. You also get my trades 24/7. Where are they? If you go on the homepage of the channel, look at the posts, the community tab, you will see, if you are an Electrum member, you have to be an Electrum member and upwards, you will see in green, members only, it says, my posts. So 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, I've got a tip from Bank of America, Robinhood, Google, whoever, not Google, I haven't got any friends at Google. I will share with you not only the trade, but a screenshot. I'll do it from my bed. I'll literally be asleep and I'll do it for you. That's what you get with Electrum.
At Defense 89 tipped $2 Canadian through Super Chat. Really love when you do trades live with us.
Yeah, it's live. It's live with you. I'm doing it. You're watching it. I'm not asking. I'm not saying follow me. Oh, we got another member just joined Discord. Let me just go back to this a minute. Another person wants to join Discord. Let me give you the application. You've got a few minutes to join. Remember, it's 90% discount. I approved you without giving you the information. I jumped the gun there. That's annoying. I can still give it to you. I'll do it here. There you go. Right. Oh, I think we got a friend request as well. This is from Euronymous. Let me just make sure that you are a member, that I can accept your friend request. So that's the Electrum membership. Plus, there's much more as well. I mean, I could talk for hours about the benefits. Right? Yep, Euronymous, you are a pro member. I can accept your friend request. Accept. There you go. Are we up to date now? Okay. So you get Electrum gets that. Now above that you have gold. Gold is probably the best value, but I don't want to encourage you to do it because I can't do many more gold members. What is gold? You get everything bronze, silver, and Electrum, but gold gives you a 1-hour call every month with me, a private video call. You call me up, private video call, and we talk one-on-one. not on YouTube, not on Discord, a private one-on-one hour a month. I've got about 100. I can't really do anymore. So it is the best value because it's about $15, I think, more than Electrum. So you get my time. Now, my time is worth about $600, $700 an hour. But you get it for, what, $15. So I can't really do anymore because, I mean, I'll at some point I'll have to turn it off because I'm fully booked. But you can get gold, still available. Then you got sponsor. Now, you might have noticed we have no corporate sponsors. We turn them down, 30, 40 grand offers all the time. I don't take corporate. You don't see any corporate sponsorship, do you? You don't see me saying, oh, sign up for this, do this, do this. I don't do it. We let you, the members, the viewers, sponsor the show. So for $99, you basically get this. Here's our first sponsor. This person here is Christopher Pennington. He sponsored the channel. He pays $99. And what we do is he wants me to promote his YouTube channel. So what I'd like everyone to do is if everyone take a moment to please click on Christopher's YouTube channel. It's in the chat. Can everyone do it? And let's get him to 320. I just want to show it works by one person. See, 319. Let's get one. This is one of our viewers, not a corporation. This is one of you. So please support him. He supports the channel with $99. He gets all the other benefits, plus he gets this. So actually, he's getting sponsorship for about, I think, $60. So that's $60 more than the gold. And he can get his channel shown to the world. Let's see if it went up. 3919. There you go. 320. There you go. Now the rest of you are going to subscribe throughout the day, I'm sure. We got another one. We got Vince. Vince has got 31 subscribers. Let's get Vince to 32. I mean, you know, we can do more. There's Vince. Would everyone please go and do it? It costs you nothing. This is what you would get if you wanted to sponsor the show for $99. It could be an Instagram page, a website. If you want everyone to go to a website, it'll trend on Google. We'll get everyone just to click on it, right? 31. Vince has got 31 subscribers. Let's see if we got him to 32. No, he's on 31. Can someone please subscribe? We'll want to get him to 32. And we show this regular. And now today's a very quiet show. On the FOMC report, there's 10,000 people watching. You know, so 31. 32. There you go. There you go. That's how that works. That's what sponsorship is. And now above that, you've got investor level at platinum. We've got one whale that pays $500 a month. They get their own videos, their own live streams, special stuff just for one person, just for you. Okay? So that's what you get. That's what membership is all about. There's probably a load of other things that I've forgotten to mention, and it will never go up in price, and it will never go up with inflation either.
At Vince Bango 1 tip $10 through Super Chat. Martin, just dropping a little support for the time you give us live and on Discord. Even a $1 super chat from everyone watching would go a long way and helps channel.
Oh,
appreciate everything you do.
Yeah, massive. On the music show on Friday, it was amazing. At the end of the show, because there's no ads, there's no memberships, we say if you've enjoyed the show, like if you enjoy the show now and you don't want to do request a song, or you don't want to do a big $10 super chat like Vince Bango, but you'd like to support the channel because you like it's here and it exists and it's live. Yeah, if everyone did a 99-cent super chat, it would be a normal support. It keeps the shows live. Without the support from YouTube sponsorship, without memberships and super chats, this channel would have to have corporate sponsorship. Now, it actually gets more expensive as we grow because I've got Sensei on my staff, I've got Vaz, I've got Casey, and I'm building a bigger team. There's going to be maybe 20 broadcasters, researchers traveling around the world. Our expenses are going to get bigger. So if you like it and you want to support it, yeah, that's right, 99 cents. If everyone did that, I mean, we keep it live forever and we can keep growing. So that's what it's all about. Anyway, we got onto memberships because we got a member. Anyway, let's carry on. If you want the link, there is the Discord and there is the YouTube membership. So let's go back to Nvidia. So if Nvidia moves hard, if it suddenly moves, the entire market will follow. Either way. So you probably noticed this already. You've seen it happen before. If Nvidia goes down, the market's weak. If Nvidia up, market pumps. So we've got to be very careful of that. So to wrap this up, because I've got to go and have my lunch, the S&P 500 at the moment is a coiled spring. This is why we're taking profit. And now you can already see it's rallied and then stopping. Oh, thank you so much. Let me just mute this a moment. If you're doing a super chat, let me just mute this. It will show on the screen, but we won't get the music every 5 seconds. Thank you so much, Tidy Big Dog. So right now, we're like a cold spring. And anything can happen. All right? The next big concern we have, I just wanted to finish up with this, so I'm going to have my lunch, is the yen carry trade. The yen carry trade is a real thing. It can happen. It can happen at any time. Investors borrowing money in Japan where interest rates are extremely low, and then they get margin called. They convert that money into dollars or other currencies, and boom. They invest it into stocks, cryptos, and global markets. Japan raised the rates. They get margin called. That can happen. Why is this dangerous? Well, things are changing in Japan. We've seen Japan tell us that they are now raising rates. First time in like 30, 40 years. So the fact they're raising rates is allowing Japanese bond yields to rise. That means borrowing yen becomes more expensive. Investors must close leverage positions. And when that happens, they're forced to sell stocks, sell crypto, sell risk assets, and so on, all at the same time. And this matters a lot for the US market because they have been buying US assets. So when it reverses, liquidity disappears, asset prices fall, volatility spikes, and this has happened before. It only happened about a year ago, and it can happen again. So we've got all this to contend with. Anyway, that's it from me for now. I'm going to get off. I'm going to go into Discord. So I'm going to create a Discord event now. And I'm going to be on Discord in a minute, as promised, every day. So I'm going to create an event, and it's a stage channel. And it is a pro stage event because we have one a week for the Lucasades, and then we have two a day for the pro members. And I'll call it What a Day. And 1:15. What a day. Let me create a cover for it. There you go. Apply that there. And it's set to go. Create event. All right. Done. So I'll give you the link here. If you are a Discordian pro member, there is the event. What I'm going to do now then is go to this event in Discord. It's in 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do is what we do, another benefit we have, and I'll just quickly run it through you because we've got a lot of new people here today. If you go on the channel, we've got a network now. We're not just a channel, we're a network. You've got the main channel where you're watching right now. You've all subscribed to that, right? We've got the extra channel where we're going now, which replays the day's events. Not like Bloomberg, the same video over and over again. Can't believe they get away with that. But anyway, we replay the day's events. So there is the extra channel. That's where we're going now. You can watch for free, listen for free, but if you want to chat, to keep the bots out, we are charged 99 cents, the minimum you can, just so you can chat to your fellow investors. Look, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Replay today's show. There's Vince Bango. There's Steve. There's me commenting there. Look, that's the replay. So you can be with us 24 hours a day. You can talk to me. I'm in the studio, and you can watch what you missed this morning. So it's a replay of the show, really. That's what it's all about. So there's that. Hopefully you've all subscribed. We're going there now. And then you've got the Clips channel. This is free. There's no ads. There's no super chats. There's no memberships. And it's all the clips of the day. Like 10 second, 15 second, 30 second. This is the Clips channel. You can watch it completely for free. Gives you all the clips. Go and subscribe to that. And you get a playlist. And you can just play it down of the day's events. There you go. Clips. View full playlist. And what you get is, look, 17-second clips, all done with animation. I've put all the text on the screen so you can watch it in mute, you can read it, and it gives you all the clips of the day. Good, isn't it? That's the Clips channel. Have you all done that? I've dropped the link in the chat. And lastly, you have got the music channel as well, which is the music channel where you can go and see all the stuff I do as the World Piano Man. There's my album on iTunes and Amazon. There's my Neil Sedaka tribute the other night. I do 14 voices in 7 languages. There is Chris Rea. Beautiful man. Really great guy. Never got a chance to meet this guy, but I did know Neil Sedaka rather well. But never met Chris Rea. And I did a tribute. It was really nice. So I did The Road to Hell. Go and check that out. All right. So there is the music channel. All right. So I've got to go because I don't want to be late. Here's the music. Oh yes. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Can you look at Bitcoins, Craig? Yeah, let me go back to that. I did say, thank you for reminding me, RB. I've still got your review to do. I'm trying to get to be more efficient with all these things. Let me close that down. Let me have a look. What was it? It was a super chat for Bitcoins. What did he say? Can you, if you have time, can you please take a quick look at New Scale Power? SMR. Okay. I'm going to be late, but that's okay. I'll do this. SMR. Okay. Just a very quick look then for you. We could do this in an Electrum event and I can do a mini review, but just a quick view. SMR. Right. SMR, New Scale Power. Now, I like this sector, particularly now. Let's have a look. Very volatile. That's an issue. But let me just have a look at the... just line it up for you. Okay. I've got to go in a second, but I can take a quick look. So, SMR. Let's have a quick look. You know what the business is. So I'm not going to go into that. But, it's losing money. I never buy a business that's losing money. That's number one. It's a negative PE ratio. Nothing there that tells me anything. Nothing there. I don't care who's buying it. Insiders have been selling it, but that's quite significant selling as well. That's quite significant. 80 million. That's quite significant. It's missed on earnings. It's not growing. It should be growing. It's not. What sector is it in? Yeah, okay. There's some okay stocks and some not stocks. That means it trades badly. Let me look at the P. Oh no, we know what the PE is. What was it? It was -5, -5, and the forward PE is -0.5. So I can see now why you're asking. -5, and we are now -0.5. So we're approaching making money from a standpoint of valuation for earnings per share. That's good. Short interest is 13%, which means with volume we could get a short squeeze. Well, 20% is the minimum, so you're building up to it. The average volume is 25 million. Today's volume is 10, so we haven't got anywhere near the volume in it. All analysts are saying, they're all saying sell. The PE ratio is improving. Valuation C+, they are, from D+. If you like my software, this is seeking alpha and alpha spread. It's moved from D+ to C+, A- to A- growth, no difference in profitability. Momentum is fading. There really isn't any reason to want to buy this right now. I'll do one more thing. For you. I really got to go. SMR. Oops. SMR. New scale. I'll look at the intrinsic valuation as well. It suggests it's overvalued by 50%. 28% in the best case. Worst case, 79%. It's expensive then. Let's look at the balance sheet. Yes. 32 isn't the worst profit of anyone, or lack of. 81% solvency score, nearly as high as you get. It's not going to go bust. It's obviously got a bit of cash, got a good run rate. So things are expected to improve on the operating income and the revenue. So again, this is becoming a bigger review than I wanted to do. It's supposed to be a quick review, right? This is the balance sheet, and what worries me is it's nearly all cash. That's not what we want. We don't just want, look, assets is 1.4 billion, and yet we've got 1.2 in cash. So it's just a cash. It's not, you can't make money out of just having cash. You need to have infrastructure and something behind it. And I want to see a business with 30%, 20%, 30% cash, not 90% cash. Look at that. 88.79 is cash. It's great. They got cash. They're not going bust. But if you just got cash, well, then you could just invest in cash by just putting money in treasury bills. No debt. So there it is. It's got a good balance sheet. It's got no debt. It's got that going for it, and expectation. So really, what it's about. I've ended up doing a virtual full review now, haven't I? What it's about is the story. I haven't got time to read the story. What's the customers, what they're doing, because worst case scenario, 16% upside. That's worst case, 147. So whatever the story is, with the cash they've got, the balance sheet, if the story is good, Wall Street expects this to explode. It's expensive because they expect it to explode. Will it explode? Well, it ain't going to go bust, is it? You can be in it and not worry. That's all I can say on it at the moment without knowing. I do have a story. This is becoming a full review. Outlines nuclear deployment with Entra. I do see a story here, which is probably why people are getting excited. So it could be one to buy, but it's expensive. But then it can deserve to be, and you can buy it with the confidence that it's not going bust. So it's not like it's expensive and it's rubbish. All right, it's not. That isn't the case. I hope that helps, and I want to thank RB for reminding me to do that. All right. Okay. I've got to go because we're way over time. I'm going to go and do my Discord event. Please join me on Discord if you are a Discord in Pro. It's only for Discord Pros. Discord Standard, Lucas Age, you get one event a week. Lucas Age Discord, you get one at least one a day. There is the extra channel. So it'll go there automatically. Live now. On extra, I'll be in the chat as well. There it is. I'll pin that to the top. And I'm out of here. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate you all. I'm going to nip over now to Discord. I will see you back later on for the closing bell. And that's it. A great day. We've made lots of money. We've protected our portfolio. You're now seeing Ethereum. It's topping out. We sold some. So is XRP, but we didn't sell any of that. We want to remain in crypto, a good amount. Robinhood, we sold it right up here, look, where it's now going sideways. Perfect trade. We bought Coca-Cola, which is now building a position to go up, and we got the dividends. So it's a winning day. I'll add all the winning trades later. And yeah, not bad really, is it? Made a bit of money there. Anyway, there you go. That's it from me. Join me on Extra. See you in Discord. Until next time, thank you ever so much, everyone who became a member. I think, have we got anybody that needs to be updated? Oh, hang on. Yes, we do. Octave wants to join. Might want to come to the event which we're having right now, right? Octave, interview. There, yes, and there, yes. Have I got any friend requests? No. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. From Chio, you sent me a friend request. Let me make sure that you are a premium member. Oh, you're not a member. No, you're not a member. Chio, you sent me a friend request. I can't accept it. You're not. You didn't choose a membership, so you tried to get it all for free. I'm sorry, we are a premium service, so I have to decline your request, unfortunately. So ignore that. There you go. You can't send a friend request unless you are a member. All right, that's it from me. I'll see you back in a bit. Did that work? Bitcoins, did that work for you? Oh, I didn't do any comments and questions. Martyn, my audio invite is open-ended. My audio invite. What's an audio invite? I don't know what that means. Crypto Jab. My audio invite is open-ended. There's Petra Menorca. RB, thank you, sir. RB's one of our top supporters. He's amazing. And he's fun as well. Thanks, Martyn. Mike's still open a very small position. Yeah. Oh, to call in. My audio invite is open-ended to call in. To call into what? To call into your show? Have you got a channel? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Let's have a little look. Are you a YouTuber? Oh no, you're not. No, you haven't got any content. So what do you mean call in? My audio invite is open-ended to call in. I've no idea what you mean to call in. You can call into this show as a member, but we've ended the show. I've got to go. I've got to go now and do my Discord event. Thanks, Martyn. Mike's still open and very. Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea if you understand the story. I have not looked at the story, right? But the balance sheet was okay. But yeah, at Crypto Jab, as a member, you can call into this show. You can be live on this show, except I am finishing now, so there's no chance to do it now. At the markets with Martyn Lucas, Terry Rose Investor. Right, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much indeed. I'll see you all back on the next one. I'll be in Discord now. Stay where you are. Click on the link and go to the extra channel. And I'll see you back for the closing bell. Take care of yourselves and each other.